Maybe good night. Okay, so today we're going to learn about the world. So this is our globe. Pretend. Is the world flat?
No.
Is it round?
Yes.
What is it, round and smooth like a ball? Is it round and smooth like this?
No.
Like if this was the actual world and I could hold it in my hands, would it look like this?
No.
Well, look outside. Is the world flat?
Yeah. No. Yes.
So
There's
why,
bumps in the road
why is there bumps?
because they didn't when they put the cement in, it didn't
Okay, so let's not think about where people came and built roads or made land like this. Let's think about other stuff. Why isn't the world flat? Think about when you're driving through
The mountains. There's
the mountains. There's hills. What else is there?
The Grand Canyon.
Yeah, the Grand Canyon. So how did it get like that? Did it just magically God said, "Here's everything"? What's happened over lots and lots of years? Do you guys know?
They built stuff.
Well, yes, they built stuff. But did we build the Grand Canyon?
No.
We didn't build the Grand Canyon.
It formed by itself.
It formed all by itself. Okay, so today.
Earthquakes.
Okay, so it formed all by itself, but did it really form all by itself?
No.
So over time, lots of stuff has happened. So today we're going to learn about all the different stuff that's happened. Okay, so we're going to play a game. You ready?
Yes.
These are our rocks. Okay? Beautiful rocks, right? Pretty colors? Okay. So, girls team, boys team. Yeah? So what you're going to do is you are going to crab walk. Do you guys know how to crab walk?
Yes.
You know how to crab walk?
Yes.
I forgot.
You go like this?
Oh.
You got to crawl like this?
Oh, I crab walk in a bridge.
Okay, well, crab walk however you think is fastest. Okay? So one at a time, it's a relay. So one of the girls is going to go, and you are going to crab walk to the other side and pick up a piece of your rock. So we're taking this rock apart, taking a piece of the rock, and bringing it back.
Do we have to crab walk back?
Yes. Yes. So you have to crab walk back one at a time. So, and you cannot leave that couch until the other person is sitting on the couch. But when you get to this side, so you're going to crab walk, I'm crab walking, and you're going to put it, we'll make our rock right here. You're going to put it here. So when the next person goes, they get another piece of rock, and they're going to stick it. And we're going to stick all the rocks back together. Okay? So one at a time, you're moving the rock from over there to over here. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Y'all know what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move my camera so that we can... On a mark. Get set. Go. Crab walk.
That's not a...
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait, I did that.
Get one piece. Crab walk back. Okay. Stick your rock. Bottom on the couch. Next person. Crab walk. Woo! Now crab walk back. And now you need to stick your piece of rock to the other piece of rock.
Go, go, go. Go, Cameron. Go, couch.
Woo! Go, Liam, go. Go, Liam, go.
Oh, Liam, get there.
Woo! Don't run into the table. Look behind you.
Come on, Liam. Crab walk fast. Connect.
Okay, so what in outside world? What outside in nature, in real life? What's happening? Who knows what's happening, right? What happens, Matthew? What's happening?
The earth is changing.
The earth is changing. How is it changing?
Like storms and earthquakes.
Yeah, storm. Yep. So what happens when it?
Oh, I thought that was right.
I thought that was rain too.
Me
It was the
too.
air conditioner. Okay. Who else can tell me? So what's happening? Besides for the world is changing. Besides for Matthew, who else knows what's happening? Liam, do you think you know what's happening?
Like people are building new stuff and it's changing, or people are cutting down like trees and.
Okay, so what happens when someone cuts down a tree? What happens to the ground, the dirt, the rocks? Yes. You forgot. Okay, girls, come on. Do you know what's happening?
Changes.
It changes. Okay, we're gonna do this game for a few more minutes, okay? Well, not a few more minutes. All right, Mark, get set, do it again.
Go, 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 go.
Remember, you gotta take the piece of rock and you move the rock and you
Yeah, that doesn't work.
So you're sticking your rock together.
Right here.
Stick the rock together.
She couldn't go.
It's okay. They're going. It's fine. We're doing good.
Ow, that hurt.
Go, Liam.
Go, 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 go.
Go, 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 go.
Go. Go, Emma, go. Go, Liam, Okay, stop.
Why do we have to crab walk?
Because, okay, so that,
Did you bear
okay, so that over there is our rock. And we're taking a piece of the rock and we're moving the rock and it's sticking somewhere else. Who knows what that stuff is called?
Transportation.
building?
Not building.
Let's think about outside. So we have a mountain
Yeah.
and it rains
Yeah.
and pieces of the
Runoff.
Break.
Avalanche.
Break.
Rock.
So who has ever heard of the word weathering? Who has heard, raise your hand if you've heard of the word weathering. Do you know what weathering is?
No. Weathering, not weather.
Weathering is like when the rain and wind breaks off pieces of rock. So everybody take your rock. We're gonna make a rock. Okay, so weathering is when our rock breaks. Everybody break your rock. So this is weathering. What happens when, what makes a rock weather? I just said it. You know what makes it? Rain and wind and snow.
Tornadoes.
Well, yeah, so anything that
weathering.
breaks the rock apart. So everybody take your rock and say weathering.
Weathering.
Yeah, okay. So now what happened when we were crab walking and you are moving the piece of rock? Who knows what that's called?
Weathering.
You were,
Transporting.
the rock was eroding. So everybody take your rock. So this is, you broke your rock and that's weathering. And now your rock is moving around. Rocks don't have legs, but we're gonna pretend. So what moves our rock? What can move our rock?
Wind.
Wind and rain. Well, rain will move the rocks and people will move the rocks.
Tornadoes.
And rivers,
Streams.
oceans,
Lakes.
yep, because
Tornadoes.
they can move the rocks. Okay, so we have, what is this? We take our rock and we break it. What's that?
Weather.
Weathering. Okay, so what happens when the rock is weathered? It erodes. And then we are placing a rock and sticking it somewhere else. What's that?
Building.
Not building. It's called sedimentation.
Oh.
Everybody say sedimentation.
Sedimentation.
So your rock is sticking somewhere.
Sticking.
Good. Okay, so we take our rock and we break it. What's that?
Weathering.
Weathering. Okay, then our rock moves. Those pieces of rock move. What's that called?
Eroding.
Eroding. And then we stick our rock somewhere.
Sticking.
Sedimentation. Good job. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to show you a picture, or two pictures of two mountains. And I want you to look at the mountains. And I want you to tell me which mountain is new and which mountain is old. You can see the mountains here. I'll show the girls first. Look at them. Don't tell me. I want you to think about look at the two mountains. Which one is new and which one is old?
I got my answer.
Got my answer.
Okay, who thinks that this one is old? Well, it's old, but is it the oldest? Or is this one the oldest? Who thinks this one's the oldest? Okay, Chase, tell me, why do you think that this one is the oldest and this one's newer?
Because that one looks, it looks like it's like new ice, and that one looks all dirty.
Okay.
Like that one has like bare spots and like there's been fires but this one is all nice and new and clear.
Okay, let's think of a different answer. Emma?
This looks more run down than.
There you go.
Like,
Yeah, see,
more
look at these rocks. These are more pointy. So, yes, Matthew?
I think this one's older because usually those types of trees, they take like 40 years to grow. And
Okay, well, there's trees on these ones. It's just hard to see. I was just look at the tops of the mountains. I want you guys to look at the tops of the mountains. Are these mountains pointy?
Those are
No,
tall
they're
and
rounded.
those are pointy.
Yeah, these are pointy. So the pointy ones have gone through less erosion and weathering.
And
Does that make sense?
I just thought
Yeah.
that one was older because like there was that rock.
These ones are newer because they're still pointy. So they haven't gone through so much weathering and erosion, right? Does that make sense? These are two different mountain ranges. Everybody say mountain ranges.
Mountain ranges.
Do you know where these are at? Who knows where these are at? Do you know where these are at?
Antarctica.
Not Antarctica.
The poles.
No. I want you to think of USA, America. Where are these, Matthew?
Canada.
It's Canada and the USA. Geography here, come on.
No, it isn't. Colorado
Yeah.
and Texas.
No. Okay, these are Smoky Mountains. So if you're driving through North Carolina, these are the mountains in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So the
Virginia.
mountains in North Carolina and Virginia, they're older.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, all that area. Those are the Smoky Mountains. So they're older because they're more rounded And then these are the Rocky Mountains, which are in Colorado and near California.
That's why they're called the
Colorado Rockies. There you go. Good job. Okay, so other picture of the
desert.
That's not the desert.
Beach.
Okay, so what happens at the beach? I want you guys to use our words weathering, erosion, and sedimentation. I want you to use those words when you tell me what happens at the beach. Think about it.
I'm not good at this.
Can you tell me what happens?
The sand, what was that word called again?
Erodes, weathers, and erodes.
By the wind.
Yeah, and what else? The waves come up, and what do they do?
Move seashells.
They move seashells, and they break the seashells apart.
They weather the seashells.
They weather the seashells. Very good, yeah. And then they deposit them. Do you guys remember going to the beach and there's those big sand dunes? That's because the wind and the waves
The sea
Build them
breeze.
together.
erode them, and then they're sedimented
And they
there, and they make the big.
Because of the sea breeze.
Exactly. Okay, so now it's really time for a quiz. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys each this little packet. Oh, okay. So in this packet, it's the definition for weathering and erosion and sedimentation, and it also has a bunch of cards. And the little cards, you need to define whether it's weathering or erosion or deposition. So here, we'll put our weathering, erosion, and deposition up here like this, and then you can list them underneath. Yeah, good job. Perfect. Yep, so here's the definitions of what they are, just to help you out. And then these little cards, we have to figure out which one they go under. So you can read them and you have to figure out if it's deposition, weathering, or erosion. If you have a question, if you don't know what something is, just ask. Okay, here let's stop. So muddy water is being carried. So it's moving. Which one is moving? Erosion is when it moves. Here, let's switch these. So first the rock weathers, and then it erodes, and then it's deposited. Weathering is when it breaks apart. Erosion is when it's moving, and deposition is when it's placed. Here, I'm gonna help you guys out a little bit. We're gonna put these in order. Here. Let's put these in order. So first, the rock weathers, right? The rock is broken apart and it weathers, and then it moves when it's eroding, and deposition is when it's placed somewhere. So this is what order they go in. So water getting into cracks, freezing, and breaking. Yep, breaking the rocks apart. Perfect. Tumbling across a stream. So are the rocks moving right here?
Nope.
They're tumbling across the stream. So remember, we weather the rock by breaking it apart. When it erodes, it moves, and it's deposited. There you go. Good job. Ooh, you guys are far. Make sure you let Chase do some, Matthew. Okay, good. Okay, moving this one.
No, that's not breaking.
Erosion or
Oh, moving this one. Oh, I'm getting tricky on you. So remember, our weathering is when we break the rock apart. Erosion is when the rock is moving, and deposition is when it's being placed somewhere. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's look at this one. Okay, so what's happening in this? So the water is pouring down, and it's wearing down the rock. Weathering. There you go. So this is rain is washing away soil from the hillside. So the rain is moving the rock. So what happens when you move the rock? It's erosion. There you go. Okay, let's see the next one. What's the next one?
A mudslide flowing down a steep
So is something moving? Are the rocks moving when it's flowing down the hill?
I don't know, it's mad.
That's easy.
Mud. So the mud is moving down the hill. Is it moving? The rocks is it moving rocks?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's erosion because the rocks are moving. Good job. Are you guys doing good?
We have 4 more to do.
Okay. Ooh, 6 more.
Caves being formed by this one.
Okay, let's see the next one. Says the one right in there.
It is so.
So pieces of sand keep piling up on top of the bottom of the ocean floor. There you go. Good job.
We think we're done.
You think you're done? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. There should be about 6 or 7 in each one. So each one should have 6 or 7. And I want you guys to think about when you go through these. Think about, is something moving? Erosion is when the rock is moving. Weathering is when it's coming apart. So weathering, remember, the rock is coming apart or wearing down. Erosion is when those pieces are moving by rain or mud. Deposition is when they're being placed somewhere. So read through all of them. Good job. This is kind of hard, isn't it? Tricky.
Well, there might be 5 in each.
There might be. Let me see.
One more left.
Okay, so waves dropping sand on the beach. So what's happening here? So the waves are taking the sand and they're dropping it somewhere.
Deposition.
Deposition. Okay.
We're done.
Ponds filling up with the sediment and becoming marshes. Just dropping rock.
That's not
Ooh,
forming. It's
let's look at that one again. Try this one again. Think about, is something moving here? You're doing good.
Is that supposed to be there?
Flowing down a steep hill. Are you helping Liam? Here, Liam. You get these two. I want you to figure out where those go. Think about, is something moving, and what's it moving?
Moving.
I think we're done.
Okay, let me come check. I think that one's right. I'm going to have to check that one. You're doing good. I'll give you the answers in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go get the answers. Because I know most of them. Some of them are super tricky. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. You guys are close. You got most of them. Good job. Okay, so these are the 3.
We finished.
Okay. So make sure you go through them and make sure you think about what's happening in each one. You guys are doing good. Uh-oh. Let's redo that one.
That's what I was looking at that one thinking it was wrong.
And let's redo this one. Let's try this one. Here, try that one.
And now
Okay, the rest of that looks good. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm about to give the answers. You ready? Okay, figure out those last 2. Here, you do that last one. You both do that. And then I'll give you the answers. And then we'll talk about them, what's happening in each one. Take your time. You're good. Okay, are you ready? So I want you to look at the weathering column. I'm going to tell you the numbers that are at the top of the card. Do you see the numbers?
Yes.
Okay, so we need number 1, number 7, number 9, number 11, number 12, and number 14. Okay, for erosion, I want you to find number 2, 4, 10, 13, and 16. And then for deposition, when the rock is being placed, it is 3, 5, 6, 8, and 15. Ooh, okay, now that we got them all right, I want you guys, with your partner, I want you to find one card. Actually, you guys find a weathering card, you guys find an erosion card, and you guys find a deposition card. And I want you to explain to me where this could happen in North Carolina. And I want you to explain how it happens. Don't tell me a place. I want you to tell me a place and how it happens. Work together with your partner. Okay, so weathering, what happens?
Rocks being made smooth by tumbling across the stream.
Yeah, okay, so where could that happen?
Like in the mountains,
Mhm.
or like a river or something.
Yeah, we have the Neuse River right here. It could happen in there. The rocks are tumbling down, so that's weathering. What happens when we weather something? It takes the rock and it breaks it apart, and like you said, it wears it down. So we're taking pieces off the rock to make it smooth. Okay, so erosion, what happens when we erode? Wait, tell me what erosion is first. Erosion is when we...
The movement of sediment or soil from one location to another by means of water, ice, or wind.
Cool. Okay, so tell me what it is.
Wind blowing sand from one location to another.
Awesome. Where does that happen at?
Carolina Beach.
Carolina Beach? Yep, any beach really, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so deposition. What's deposition?
When is it particles?
When particles.
Carried by water, ice, or wind are
Deposited.
deposited
Or
in other locations.
Yep, so the rock is moved and it's dropped. So Liam, what do you have?
Waves dropping sand on the beach. And we came up with
Pretty much
Any beach.
and for a certain one we picked Outer Banks.
Cool. Awesome, you guys. Okay, so what happens if we take a rock? Everybody take a rock. So what happens when we break it? It is weathering. Everybody say weathering.
Weathering.
So the pieces of those rock are moved, and what's that called? Erosion. And then the pieces of the rock are deposited. Good job. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, y'all.